This one, this was a little different.
Yeah.
I mean, it is the holidays, right?
Right.
We're going to be looking at a story called The Venom Claus.
Okay.
From Spider-Man Holiday Special, 1995. This story features Venom.
Oh, okay.
As you might have guessed from the title.
Venom Claus.
Yeah, so for those who may not be familiar with Venom,
right,
he is a pretty, he's a pretty intense character.
Yes, he's known for being very brutal, very violent.
Yeah, and he's usually portrayed as this sort of anti-hero.
Right.
So seeing him dressed up as Santa Claus is a pretty wild concept.
I can only imagine.
So let's jump right in.
Okay.
The story starts with Eddie Brock, the guy who's bonded with the Venom symbiote, running into a Santa who's been mugged. Yeah, it turns out that there's this gang of thugs terrorizing the neighborhood.
Really? During the holidays?
Yeah, it's pretty messed up, right?
Yeah.
But this really sets Venom off.
Of course.
He decides he's going to take matters into his own hands. And he comes up with this plan to use himself as bait to catch the thugs. He puts on the Santa suit.
Wait, so Venom is dressed up as Santa?
Oh, yeah. Venom waits for the thugs to show up. And when they do, they're in for a big surprise.
I bet.
It's like a twisted version of The Night Before Christmas. There's this awesome panel where Venom bursts out of the Santa suit.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, "Merry Christmas, yeah, filthy animals." So, yeah.
Sounds about right for Venom.
Yeah, but then there's this really interesting turn of events. Just as Venom's about to finish off the thugs, this woman steps in. It's one of the people the gang had robbed earlier.
Oh, wow.
And she begs Venom to spare them.
Does he listen?
It's actually pretty surprising he does.
No way.
Yeah, he hesitates for a moment.
Really?
And you can see that he's conflicted. But in the end, he decides to leave them for the police.
So even Venom has a soft spot for the holidays.
Maybe not a soft spot exactly.
Okay.
But it does show that he's not completely heartless. It's this weird mix of brutality and restraint.
Interesting.
And it kind of makes you wonder, what's going on in his head?
Yeah. Does this change how we view Venom?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still a pretty terrifying figure.
Of course.
But this act of holding back, it does suggest that there's more to him than just mindless rage.
Yeah.
And the story ends with Venom swinging off into the night with his Santa hat on his head.
That's great.
Yeah, it's a really fun ending.
So overall, what would you say is the message of this story?
Well, I think it's a reminder that even the most hardened individuals can be touched by the spirit of the season.
Interesting take.
And that maybe there's a little bit of good in everyone, even a symbiote like Venom.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Could this be considered one of those heartwarming Christmas classics?
I think I'll stick with Miracle on 34th Street.
Fair enough. But hey, maybe the Venom Claus can be our new alternative holiday tradition.
I'm in.
All right, everyone. That's it for this deep dive. We'll be back soon with another fascinating topic. Until then, happy holidays and stay curious.